Assessment 2, Designing for Learning, Rationale. This is the second lesson in a 12-lesson wholly online course in which participants learn how to write and publish a children's storybook. At the end of the first lesson, participants had identified their target audience, developed their story idea, and considered a plot twist. In this lesson, students research their targeted audience, collaboratively create a list of key points to consider in the creation and design of their children's book character, and begin this process. There are two main underpinning theories as the basis of this design. The first, understanding by design, which is a way for educators to plan the what of their teaching episodes from a bottom-up approach. The 8 Ways of Aboriginal Learning framework has also been included in this design due to its alignment with the UBD framework. Both Wiggins and Younger-Porter stress the importance of having the learning outcomes in mind from the beginning. Younger-Porter, 2009, instructs educators to model what students will be required to do at the end of the unit first. Through backwards planning, educators ensure that their teaching is targeted to the learning outcomes. The designer has symbolically included the framework throughout the lesson plan to demonstrate this inclusion. It is important to note here that not all of the 8 ways have been used in this singular learning experience, but would be used throughout the entire unit, which would be charted on a learning map. In this instance, the Stage 1 desired results, or the learning objectives, are the skills and knowledge necessary to create a children's book character, which is clearly detailed in Stage 2 as evidence of learning. The final stage is a detailed lesson plan that incorporates elements of the 8 Ways framework. The gradual release of responsibility pedagogy, authentic e-learning principles, and andragogy. Design choices. This lesson, one part of a larger unit, is designed to create an element of a usable end product, thereby creating an authentic e-learning experience. The designer chose a wholly online learning experience in response to its learners' needs of flexibility in access and participation in order to fit within their limited timeframes and busy schedules. As adult learners are goal-orientated and self-motivated, the designer has chosen lessons that are focused and devoid of unnecessary information. In choosing to utilise an interactive, synchronous lesson for this experience, the designer has effectively included what Clark, 2007, says is the most important technique that can be included in e-learning and virtual classroom creation. The virtual classroom design choices include 6 of the 7 response facilities described by Clark, and which encourage active participation and engagement. The learners. This unit, designed for adult learners, roughly 15 per offering, who are highly motivated, have high levels of interest in the subject, and are self-directed. They have enrolled in a 15-hour online course in publishing children's books. This learning experience is designed to be synchronous. However, learners are able to access the recording of the session, monitor and engage with the group chats at a suitable time for them. Throughout the unit, there will be both opportunities for participants to enjoy and engage in both asynchronous and synchronous learning opportunities. Participants undertook a multiple choice pre-assessment, which was delivered at the very beginning of the unit of the course, identified they meet the minimum required literacy level, and identified their personal learning style. In doing so, learners identify their own gaps in understanding whilst allowing for the educator to provide appropriate and effective teaching styles and pedagogies. As this is an elective course, participants are demonstrating a high level of motivation, self-direction. There is a wide variety of learners, approximately 10 who English is their first language. We have ESL learners. Majority are digitally competent. Some wish to utilise the course for professional outcomes, and some are using for professional development. How do we expect them to engage and communicate in the designed online environment? Students will utilise the Zoom platform to engage in the lesson. During breakout sessions, small groups will utilise the Zoom Room feature to allow and encourage discussion and collaboration. Learners are encouraged to engage in peer discussions via the Microsoft Teams group chat feature. Through discussions, both peer and self-reflection, the designer is utilising the experiences of adult learners in order to support deep learning whilst encouraging high levels of engagement. Accessibility and learners' needs have been considered in the design of this learning experience from the pre-assessment discussed above, supporting all stages of this lesson with visual supports, as well as the option to communicate through both text and audio-based methods. We've provided increased accessibility for users. Additional provisions for accessibility are inbuilt within the Zoom platform as well as within device settings. These include volume control, display options, brightness and text size, translation tools, closed captions, screen reader support, and keyboard functionality. Reflection. This is not my first online learning experience. As a mature age student, I undertook my bachelor degree in education through the online platform. I found it difficult initially as the technology utilised was far more advanced than when I completed my high school education. During the degree, the platforms used for online lectures, Blackboard Collaborate, was riddled with technical issues, dropping out and failing to record lectures. This caused issues for those of us who relied on the asynchronous nature of this distance learning. I enrolled in this course currently to broaden my professional capacity, increase my personal knowledge, and to experience something new. I've experienced new developments in the online learning platform. Courses in this graduate certificate seem to be designed to incorporate andragogy, authentic e-learning experiences, and a range of accessibility features. Modules often include audio and visual elements with accompanying transcripts, self-monitoring checklists, and links to additional resources to support the adult learner's self-driven need to know and learn independently. This course has featured 6 of the 7 response facilities described by Clark and encourages communication and collaboration with peers through asynchronous forum discussions and synchronous breakout room discussions during Collaborate sessions. I was unable to attend these sessions, however, as they did not fit with my schedule. My work-mum life balance did not allow for me to attend the sessions. However, thanks to the session recordings, I was able to catch up some of the content. It was disappointing to miss out on the breakout sessions, as I feel that this opportunity for discussion with my peers may have helped me have a deeper understanding some of the content and engage in the collaborative development of knowledge. Where to from here? I've learnt so much about the needs of adult learners, effective e-learning design, and measuring effectiveness. In my future endeavours, I will incorporate collaboration in all e-learning experiences, continuing to underpin my design using the work of theorists such as Vygotsky, Dewey, and Gardner, and their learning theories, the zone of proximal development, social constructivism, and multiple intelligences. I will utilise instructional frameworks such as understanding by design, conversational learning theory to plan my e-learning units. And finally, I will measure and ensure all designs incorporate web accessibility features. They're monitored, reviewed, and adapted accordingly.